From Radio DePaul, Chicago's college connection.
My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
I'm Michael Cera, and human skin is my passion.
I learned to feel things I've never felt before. Love, jealousy, passion for disemboweling.
Look at all the passion on that wall.
Well, jazz flute has always been a small passion of mine.
It's a bathroom.
It's not just a bathroom, David. It's a passion project.
My passion project. Destroying someone else's passion project.
This is Passion Project with your host, Peyton Baisden.
Truer words, friend. Truer words. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Passion Project, everybody's favorite, sometimes weekly show. I say sometimes weekly because we've been doing it every week, actually pretty consistently, which I'm really proud of myself for. Even more so, I've been uploading pretty consistently. So schedules are important, guys. They keep you honest and accountable to your fan base of millions. And I'm so glad you're here, fan base of millions, because it's another week, which means we've got another very special guest here with us today, a first-timer to the show.
It's true.
Is this your first time on the radio also?
It is my first time on the radio.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It's good to have you. How are you feeling about that?
I feel good.
Yeah.
It's empowering.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, I'm simply just speaking to this microphone, but I know millions upon millions are listening.
Exactly.
To my voice.
I just like the fact that I can hear my own voice in my ears.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
I think you've really hit the nail on the head there as to why I've done this show for 9 seasons now, is just it gives me an excuse to listen to myself every Sunday and then listen to myself again when I edit it. And then when I post, I can listen to myself indefinitely.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think your voice sounds different than through the headphones? Like, is it higher or lower than you would expect?
I think so. I was talking to somebody about this, and I think it's a very similar phenomenon as to when you are, like, recording yourself and then you listen back and you're like, oh, my God, that doesn't sound like me. But, like, we're so used to perceiving our voices from the exact position we're in. Like, we hear with our ears, like, all the way back here, and our voice is coming from inside us, but also, like, we listen to it with our, like, voice coming out here, ears behind here. It's, like, resonating through our nasal cavity and, like, the back of our throats in a way that, like, sounds different on the inside.
Right.
Versus the product that I'm putting out to you.
Right.
So I think when I listen to myself like this is a more authentic way of, like, experiencing my voice, and, like, those recordings are more authentic than the way, like, I hear myself, if that makes sense.
No.
Like, I'm the only person who hears me this way because I'm inside my own head.
Right. Right. And I'd be curious to know how you hear yourself. I guess how everyone does.
Yeah. So if you know my voice, it's like that, but, like, a little shriller, you know?
Shriller in your head?
Yeah, it's really shrill and grating in my own head. That's why I have to get it out.
Right.
And speak. Yeah, everybody, hello and welcome Aiden to the show. Aiden, so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, how's it been? We do a little segment up top called the Passion Probe, which is just a excuse for me to ask you random questions about you, so the audience can get to know you better. You came in really hot today because you are a delivery. Can I say delivery driver?
That's what they
acceptable?
call me.
That's your official job title. Would you consider what you do driving, though?
Well, if you consider riding a bike driving, then yes, but I don't. But I think it's maybe just because delivery rider sounds kind of strange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Delivery driver, delivery biker. I think there's no need for, like, that delineation.
Right.
Because do you work with people who drive cars?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
They're my competition.
So, in this head-to-head, I'm ordering a Freaky Fast sub from Jimmy John's.
Sure.
I want my number one in under 10 minutes. What are the advantages of you taking on this order versus some guy in a car?
It's a great question. First of all, I don't have to wait in traffic ever. I just weave through it. I'm getting exercise when I'm doing it, so I'm pushing myself to go faster.
Right.
Generally, but multiple times I've passed the delivery cars that are on delivery, and I also my peripheral. I have a lot. My sight lines are a lot better on a bike, so I'm able to go places that cars can't, like sidewalks and Just kind of cross across lanes when I want to.
Yeah.
Swerve in front of people. All that good stuff. Yeah.
I imagine this happens often. This was a few weeks ago. I just saw you. We were leaving the same place, and you got on your bike and drove off. And somebody in a car immediately started yelling at you.
Yeah.
How often do you find yourself in conflict with the drivers on the road?
I'd say it's 50-50, them yelling at me yelling at them. But no, I would say it happens, it's, 60-70% of the time I ride my bike. I got honked at today.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in Chicago don't remember to use their turn signals. That's a big issue for me, because if I'm coming up behind you,
Well, right, you're in the bike lane.
and I
They're
think
crossing.
we're going the same way,
Yeah.
and then you just swerving in my lane.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
But I'm pretty quick on the brakes, so it's never a
Mhm.
huge issue. And I gotta say, I am looking for that insurance payout if I get hit. So
you are insured as part of Jimmy John's.
I hope so. I think in some ways, I'm some sort of insurance has got to cover me.
Yeah, I think legally
Right?
they can't send you out, right?
Yeah,
They probably couldn't unless.
Probably not. It was an easy job to get.
Maybe that's.
I should look into that.
Yeah,
Should be
maybe
my new passion project.
Yeah, insurance payouts. Be on the lookout. I would love if you really studied the law and then came back like really knowledgeable on this fact.
That would be I would do that. If I do study up on the law, I would hope to come back on the show and flex
sort of
those.
help the people out there. I know insurance is a gray area for a lot of folks because they don't
Yeah.
tell you about it ever.
Uh-huh.
It's just sort of accepted that you should know what it is and how
Exactly.
to use it, which
Yeah.
is like
A lot of weird words and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, deductible. I was talking about that recently.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know, but I know it has to do with your premium. So
Yeah, copay, if you will. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're really getting into the weeds on
Yeah.
insurance. I'm not passionate about insurance. You will be once you study the law and you come
Yes.
back and you're like, guys, insurance is actually really cool.
yes.
But yeah, I think just a few more questions about this job.
Please,
I'm so
yeah.
fascinated.
Mhm.
Do they make you wear the shirt?
Yes, they do. They make me wear this Jimmy John shirt.
We're not sponsored, by the way. I don't feel any particular way about Jimmy John's.
Yeah, their sandwiches are pretty good.
I do
Simplistic,
enjoy
yeah.
eating them.
Yeah, they're not
Italian
bad.
Nightclub, all-time
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, that's the number 9.
Yeah,
They
class,
sell a
just a
lot of those.
classic sub.
Try it toasted. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to. Well, when they started toasting and changing, I had one of their hot subs for the first time. Wowza.
I'm my first one today. It is something.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. Because you never expect Jimmy John's hot. That was never something I thought was possible
Exactly.
until it happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they I think they're really pushing this toasted thing now. It's in all the marketing, and all of our shirts have toasting related stuff. So
Do you have to push that? Like when you hand me a sandwich, are you like, enjoy your Jimmy John's, next time try it toasted? Like, are they giving you jargon to throw at people?
no, they probably should. But I'm not super customer facing. By the
Interesting.
time I'm getting to them with the sandwich, it would be pretty hard for them to take
Get it
back.
toasted?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I can run this back and toast it if you
Mhm.
want me to.
Well, and I wouldn't want to make the customer feel like they ordered wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. I would feel deep regret if you showed up with my Italian nightclub and you're like, you should try it toasted. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that?
Exactly.
That would hurt our relationship.
Mhm.
Because do you get tipped for this?
I do most
Okay.
of the time. Yeah. Some people choose not to, and then I have to bring a slip of paper to their door and have them write in the tip. But a lot of times they just want me to drop off the sandwich, so I don't get that right in, and it's just
Wow.
0.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But those catering orders, I made $50 riding my bike for 8 minutes the other day.
Really?
So,
Just
yeah.
giving people like 40 subs?
Yep. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It was for some sort of real estate something.
Oh, real estate's one of those industries
I
that
know.
has so much money. Like more money than you think it should.
Yeah.
Just like
Really.
floating around.
You're like, what are you even doing?
Right?
I guess land. It's kind
Sure.
of the oldest
Land's
industry.
valuable. Yeah. But then it's like I see them and they're like making TikToks. They're like, welcome to my $21 million apartment in the Gold Coast. And it's like, I'd
Like-
buy that if I could, sure.
Right? Yeah. I don't know who's. I guess it's just for other rich people.
Yeah, rich people doing rich people things. One day I'll understand them when I'm rich.
Right.
And then I'll probably understand insurance too because I can afford it because I'm rich.
And that'll be a hell of a show.
Oh, that'll be good.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, I'll come back when I'm rich.
Yes.
You come back when you understand insurance.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll sort of solve the world's problems, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're not here to talk about insurance today.
I'm not.
One day, perhaps. You're here to talk about something very different.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
if it's very. It's different enough. I'm sure insurance has come into play with this topic before.
It does, I think.
Sometimes insurance comes into play with every topic. Actually, that's the world we live in. But Aiden, you're here to talk about something different. What are you here to talk about? What's your passion?
I am here to talk about skiing.
Skiing.
Yes.
What is that?
Skiing is one of the greatest sports ever created, or recreational activities, whatever you want to call it.
Interesting.
You don't have to do it competitively. And essentially, it's just sliding down a mountain on 2 pieces of wood strapped to your feet.
I love pastimes and games and things that are simple.
Yes.
At their core are so very simple. Like shout out basketball. You're just throwing a thing in a thing. Mm-hmm. And like skiing, you're just like going down fast because that's a fun thing to do.
Exactly.
So skiing is, I assume, existed for a while. I mean, it has these simplistic roots. Perhaps it deviated from sledding at some point, but like people have always yearned to go downhill quickly.
Yes.
Now, skiing, how did it come into your life? I'm going to say something that I think is true about you, and you need to confirm it. You are from the Colorado area, right?
I am.
That's where the Rockies are. I imagine you come from a history of ski culture and things happen. Is this true?
This is true.
Yeah. Tell me more.
It's a big deal out there. It's a sort of if you don't ski, you're not in. There are people that live in Colorado and don't ski, but they're not even really considered locals at that point.
Wow. Just tourists in their own home.
Exactly.
That's a terrible thought.
It is. It's sad, and it makes me sad when I hear that people haven't done it and they live so close. Because I think the greatest barrier with skiing for a lot of people is the distance from a place to ski, and then the cost of getting there and all the equipment. But most of the I had a ski hill back home that I went to that was less than an hour from my house. So we could take the bus up there. So we could just hop on the bus and go skiing, and it's kind of like, why wouldn't you?
Right. That sort of access, because it's fun.
It is
objectively to go quickly down hills.
It is.
It speaks to something deeply human inside of us.
Mm-hmm.
When was the first time you skied? What was that like?
Oh, first time I was probably between the ages of 4 and 6, and I was in lessons when I was really little. And I don't know if you've seen these things. We call them the magic carpet. It's sort of like a flat moving platform that takes you uphill. And then we'd ride that up, and then we'd kind of pizza down. That's what you learn. You learn French fry and pizza. So stop and go. And that's my first memory is doing. We had a kids program, and I would go up every weekend and but French fry and pizza my heart out.
I like how whimsical that is. There's a layer of fun to that.
It is, yeah. It is fun.
And I also like how I love the way sometimes that we teach children as well in just like fun terms.
Right.
And then we completely ditch that like when we're talking to adults. Like I still eat French fries and pizza.
I know, right?
I had both of those things in the past 24 hours. Like that would be more helpful if people could explain things in terms I'd understand. But
I know. It's sad that we ditch it because I don't know, like if they could use some sort of food analogies to explain insurance to us, right?
Right. Like this paper's the hamburger,
right?
And you got to make sure you get all the toppings on the hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have lettuce, then we won't pay you.
Yeah.
Like this makes sense to me.
Exactly.
So you were in lessons. Was there a realization that you're like, oh my God, I'm a skiing prodigy? Like this is what I was made for, or?
Oh no. So I was in like just like pretty much like a learning how to ski program, and then also on the mountain, there was a race program for like alpine racing, like you see in the Olympics with gates, and I would see them practicing, and I supposedly begged my parents to join the race program, and so they let me in. And my first year of racing, I finished dead last in every single race.
All right,
but I was praised for my consistency. So
that's good.
Yeah,
people love people who are reliable.
I know.
You know, like I can always count on you to be the last person down the mountain.
Exactly. I am gonna be the slowest through those gates, but I did it anyway just because I love to. And I got left alone a lot because the way the race program would do it is they'd have one head coach, who would ski at the front, and then the rest of the kids would ski at the back. And multiple times the group would just be skiing so much faster than me, and I would get lost, and they would just. And one time I remember the coach left another kid with a radio, like stationed at the bottom of a run, and then he just went off on the mountain and ski with the group and was like, radio me when Aiden has found himself out of the woods.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad they accommodated your level of skill
Me
here.
Me too.
Yeah. So for someone uninitiated, I will tell you I went skiing once.
Oh, okay.
I went skiing once as part of my, I think it was middle school or high school. High school seems too late. It was middle school, like ski club. We have a mountain near us, sort of like, I think it's in Wisconsin. Anyways, I went skiing once. I was not very good at it. I was going downhill and I just really ran into a lady, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm never doing this again.
Oh.
And to date, I haven't done it again. So I'm not very familiar with skiing. I'm open to trying it again.
Well, I'd say running into a lady is pretty integral part of skiing.
Yeah, has that happened to you?
Oh yeah. I ran into a lady, and then they took away my pass for the day.
Really? They were like, you got to get out of here.
They were having a problem with a lot of it was early in the season, and there were only a few runs open, so there was a lot of congestion.
Yeah,
and then they just wanted to make sure people were slowing down.
And they were like, you got to go.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you what did you specifically enjoy about your first time skiing, if anything?
I like being outside in the winter. I think that's very exciting.
I agree.
I like being out in the snow.
Magical.
There is a bit of a push and pull for me.
Yeah.
What I didn't like about it was really difficult is I was not very good at it, and it was sort of frightening to me.
Yeah.
However, within that fear, there was a very big thrill of going down a hill fast. So I did appreciate that. I just struggled like getting around this like hard exterior of fear to like the ooey gooey center of like, this is really fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and that's why I wasn't willing to try it again. It was just really difficult for me in a way that like was discouraging. I didn't have any other like skill sets that were similar to that. And also it was expensive.
Yes.
And I mean, we like rented everything because my parents were like, you're just gonna try it.
Yeah.
See what happens. But yeah, it was just quite challenging. I was trying to pizza it, and I wasn't slowing down. And then I hit a lady, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
So that worked out. Because that's what I was gonna ask you. I'm like, I don't really understand this. Like, how does one go faster or slower? Like, what? I don't want to dig into your trauma here, but like, what made you the slowest of these people? Is there a technique to this, or were you just pizzaing really hard?
I was pizzaing really hard, and I was very afraid.
Yeah,
because fear will stop you. If you can pizza, then you can pretty much pizza your way down anything. Most of the runs that they have open, because we weren't skiing anything super difficult. But to answer your earlier question, I mean, you control your speed by how much your skis are just pointed straight down. The fastest way to go down any run is just to have your skis pointed straight down the run, and then you slow yourself down by turning. And I guess you can sort of gain speed on the with momentum in your turns. So it just depends on how big your turns are. The larger your turns, the faster you'll be going.
Wow. Because when they do the gates as well, those are very scattered.
Yes.
Like you have to hit here and then turn.
Well, it varies for the events, and like if you watch in the Olympics, it'll go from slalom all the way up to giant slalom and then downhill. And the only difference between all those events essentially is how far apart the gates are. And in the smallest, they're going like about a walking pace, and then the fastest ones, they're hitting like 60, 70 miles an hour. Yeah, that's the fun one to watch.
That's crazy. Like, again, the appeal of going down a hill fast is like insane to me. Like that, it seems fun.
It is quite fun, yeah.
And I'm assuming that's why you stuck with it post your racing career.
Yes.
I assume you still don't race.
I don't, no.
Oh, you had to retire after.
I did. I went to coaching because, as they say, those who can't do, teach. And then I took a break when I came here, obviously, because there's not a ton of skiing in
No, there's not. I like look around and like nobody's skiing anymore.
I know.
I'm like, what's that about?
But like you said, it's expensive.
It is.
It's hard hard to get to.
They should put a ski mountain in the middle of the city.
I've been telling them that for years. You know?
One day they'll listen.
I heard about this place in New Jersey that's like indoor skiing inside of a mall, so maybe they could try something like that.
Interesting. Does it use snow, or is it like that strange, like plastic?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think it's man-made snow.
Interesting.
Which I don't. They would have some machines to do that on the mountains when we didn't have great snow years, but I really don't know how they work at all. I think it's water.
Yeah, probably. That's how they usually make snow in nature.
Yes.
So I'm assuming,
frozen water.
So I'm assuming maybe it's the same when we make it, but maybe we put our own spin on it. There's like a
Right.
recipe.
Yeah, I always wonder why they didn't make it fun colors, because I was like, you guys could totally do that.
Right.
I mean,
Food coloring's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I know.
So something that red snow.
I know, and
Blue
they
snow?
could use that in your marketing, like the only mountain with red snow.
Yeah. It would be like, oh, this is freaky.
Yeah.
going downhill on the mountain of red snow.
Mm-hmm.
So skiing typically requires at least, I was gonna say 4 pieces of gear, but I think it's even broader than that. Can you run me through your setup?
Yeah.
Do you have your own set of skis? And
I do.
things?
I do.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a couple pairs of skis.
Talk me through your setup, your lineup.
So, I'd say the most important thing for skiing is your boots.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when you're playing basketball, your shoes. It's all about how they fit.
Mm-hmm.
And you want a pretty tight fitting boot because you don't want your foot to be moving around inside of the boot because that'll mess up how the ski's moving. You want your boot to be when you're moving the ski, you want it to be exactly what you're doing with your foot.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So a nice fitting boot, and then ideally some poles for balance and timing. And then skis. Depends on what you want to do. If it's more snow, you want a wider ski because it kind of acts as like a surfboard to float
that's
across.
fun.
Yeah, and then if the conditions are a little worse, you can have skis that are a little snappier with edges or do better on ice and things like that. So you can really expand your arsenal with skis. You can get as many as you want.
Oh, they're multi-purpose. Have you ever done like 1-on-1?
What do you mean 1-on-1? Oh, one
Like mixed-
one of
yeah,
each?
yeah.
Oh, I have not. That's a good idea, though.
Yeah, is that a good idea? Would that
Yeah.
work?
It would work. I mean, yes, theoretically it would work.
Okay.
But no, I'm surprised I haven't tried that. No,
Hey, I got
that's-
something for you next time you're up in the mountains.
I will definitely give that a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it and safe and good.
Take
it from me,
will be. Yeah.
A guy who
I
went
do think it'd be
skiing
fun.
once. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what your skis looked like when you went?
They were long, cumbersome.
Yeah.
I was also really bad at going up the hill. We didn't have a proverbial magic carpet. We had a rope that would just
rope
go.
pull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept like trying to grab onto that, and they're like, go really slow, so like it doesn't like yank you, and it still yanked me anyways, and I kept falling over.
Those are hard even for me.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
like,
chairlift is the easiest.
yeah, chairlift's really chill.
Mm-hmm.
Alas.
Alas.
Have you used a chairlift? Like how intense has your skiing gotten? What's the craziest stunt you've pulled?
The stunt? Ooh, I'm not sure. I was never great at the like the park stuff. I had a lot of friends who did that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest thing there is like you have to overcome the fear to land your tricks. That's
Mhm.
always what they say. Is like if you don't commit to it, you're not going to land it. And I always
Yeah.
had trouble committing. But I've skied some pretty steep stuff before. There's a mountain called Crested Butte in Colorado that has a run that's supposedly one of the steepest in the nation. That's what my dad said. But
Mm-hmm.
so I skied that. And again, the trick is really just lots of turns.
It's really because
Yeah.
how defined are these paths? Like how do you know you're going the right way?
I guess it varies, but most of the time they're marked. They should
Mhm.
be well marked, and the
Hopefully.
signs, yeah, and they always have like fun names. Remember one of my favorite runs on my home mountain was called Jolly Jug. That was the good one.
I like that.
And then I'm sure most people have seen, but they're color coded, and you have green, blue, and then black diamonds, obviously, and then you can
Scary.
double blacks, yeah.
Whoa.
And some of the signs have skulls on them, which I always thought was dumb because all the people I knew that died skiing died on greens, like they never get lift.
It's not funny. Sorry.
No, it's sad. It's a little funny though. Yeah, but generally they're well marked, I would say. And then there's some runs in the trees that are called glades, and those aren't as well marked. You just kind of have to keep going in the same direction, like down. As long as you stay down. I mean, you can kind of go off and then come back in, but since there's trees everywhere, there's no specific route,
Mhm.
which I always enjoyed because it's
Just scenic,
mhm,
chill, easy.
exactly.
You ever go cross country?
I've done something similar. Where you can essentially put a cross country binding on a downhill ski,
Mm-hmm.
so your heel does detach, and then you put
Interesting.
these things called skins on your skis, so you can go uphill.
Oh.
And then the heels will reattach, and you like clamp them in with a lever, and then you can ski back down. So I've done that
Interesting.
before.
Oh, so you're kind of like stairs going
Yes.
up.
Mm-hmm.
You make your own stairs, and then you can go back down.
Yeah, you shuffle your way up because the skins prevent you from sliding backwards. They're kind of like pieces of, it almost feels like a rug on the bottom of your ski that you
Mm-hmm.
strap on, and then you clamp your heels back down, take the skins off, and then ski down.
Wow.
Hmm.
Was that just so you could say you could, or was that like you were like, today, guys, this is what we're gonna do?
For me, yeah, it was to say I could. I didn't have my own setup. I had to borrow one, and it was. I think we woke up early in the morning and we did it, so it was kind of like an outing, because there are certain trails that you can only do that on.
Yeah.
But I was never super into that. But I have a lot of people I know that like the workout of going uphill.
Mm-hmm. And then the reward
Exactly.
of going
coming back
downhill
down.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how you had a lot of proximity to this mountain ski
Yes.
area. Like how many different places have you gone to? Because I'm assuming you had your spot.
Yeah.
And
Eldora.
then-
Shout out Eldora.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Any Eldora fans
Mm-hmm.
listening?
Yeah.
This one's for you.
If there are any listening, please DM me because that would be crazy.
Yeah. Maybe we can get a sponsorship. Jimmy John's and Eldora. And
Insurance.
and MetLife. Yeah, insurance. That'd be great. Always looking for more funding for this show.
Right.
It takes a lot to put on.
Uh-huh.
Aiden's appearance fee was more than 6 digits.
It's a
So,
lot. But I don't know if you guys, I guess you guys can't see in here, but you should know it's all marble.
Yeah,
And these microphones are gold plated.
it's true. There's a certain aesthetic that we need to put out with this show,
Yeah.
and without your funding and your backing, it wouldn't be possible.
So thank you.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing the show like in the basement
Oh,
of like a
God.
random building.
Ugh. Be
With-
awful.
Equipment that's God knows how old it is.
Especially if it smelled sort of strange.
It does. It doesn't smell just kind of maybe not bad, but strange.
This room specifically, it's not bad.
No,
It's like some sort of air freshener or
Yeah.
something.
maybe that's why I keep doing it.
Or it's spiders. Yeah.
Oh.
Addicted to the smell.
Yeah, I'm addicted to the smell and all the spiders in here. There was a bug in here once. Anyways, that was years ago. We're here now. The bug's gone or dead.
Yes.
May he rest.
Rest.
Anyways, so like, is there like for you, is this like a thing where it's like, oh, I have heard of this mountain, this trail, this thing, let's go check it out? Like, how much of that is in the culture of skiing?
Yeah, there's definitely a good bit, especially way more now that
Mhm.
people can post stuff online and then it gets around.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of ski areas in the Rockies, like you
Mhm.
said. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Vail. It's a big one in Breckenridge, but it's expensive, and when you ski a lot, you buy a pass that gets
Yeah.
you on like unlimited access to specific mountains. So I would generally just ski at the mountains that were on my pass,
Mm-hmm.
which were all local, like within a couple hours. And you would go to wherever had the best snow, you heard had the best snow, or some specific trails you wanted to hit. And then occasionally I would go out to Vail and stuff, but those it's quite expensive to ski there.
Yeah. Because is it usually like a ticketed thing? If I were just to show up, I'd be like, hey, I want to be here for today. They're like, cool.
Yeah, you would buy a lift ticket, and they, gosh, for like a big mountain like that, I mean, you're paying $150, $300 because I think it's surge pricing, so it depends on how many people also want to ski that day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think it's, but when you pile that on with the equipment rental and the time it takes to get there,
Yeah.
and then you only get one day, so you're probably not going to be great at it. I do think skiing is a tough sport to get into in that regard.
No, that'll make sense.
Yeah.
But when you get there,
Once you can get over that hump, it's
once you get over the hill and you start going downhill,
yes,
that's when it's fantastic.
exactly.
So, you would typically you would get something for the season, and you'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm just heading to XYZ place.
Mm-hmm.
Was it primarily for you like, this is a great thing to do this weekend, or like this is like it was recreational,
Mm-hmm.
social even?
Yes, definitely
Wow.
social. For most of my time skiing, it felt like something I just had to do because it was like sort of my kids played soccer.
Yeah,
and
it was the thing you
basketball.
did.
I did ski racing, which was I would go up every weekend and we would like train, which was essentially just run laps on the hill or
Mhm.
or run gates, and it was fun. But then as I got out of that and when I stopped coaching, then it was like just go up with my friends and
Mhm.
we'd smoke weed on the mountain or
Yeah.
whatever.
Be
Get
free
lost.
in nature,
Exactly. Experience the magic of the snow.
as God intended.
Let me tell you, that scene when I first saw Let It Go in theaters changed my life.
You were like, yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
what it
she
feels like.
gets it.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do remember from my one time skiing is oftentimes places like this, and maybe it's different in Colorado because there are so many mountains, but like especially around here and in less dense ski areas, these places often double as like resorts and like experiences. Even then, all these places will have some sort of lodge or chateau, if you will.
Yes.
Depending on how fancy we feel. Do you have any highlights, like really great food, really great like environment? Like, which one of these places had the coolest like lodge or like setup?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, my Eldora's home lodge. It was called like Indian Peak or the West Wing. That's what it was called.
Oh,
West Wing.
Fun.
Yeah, I know. It did not look like the West Wing of the White
United
House.
States White
Yes.
House. That's good to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was sort of modeled off of it, but it's also
Somebody
a
just really
room.
loved the show.
Yeah, maybe that too.
And then made no effort to make it look like anything like that, but they're like, this is one of my favorite things.
Well, and it wasn't attached to another building, so it wasn't like the West Wing of.
It was just a building.
It was just a building.
Sure.
But that'll always hold a special place in my heart, just because I spent hours in there. But I would say like generally the nicer or the bougier the mountain, the bougier their lodge. But consistently, lodges will have super expensive food that is not that good. It'll be twice or three times what you're paying for it on the street, or
because they got you trapped.
Exactly.
On the mountain.
You can't do anything else.
What's your workaround there? Did you have a workaround?
I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
One, make money.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Awesome. Yeah. One, get rich.
Two, peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it fits in your pocket.
Mhm.
Any sort of snack that can fit in your pocket is great. It doesn't freeze.
Oh
so,
yeah.
We like Starburst. Ate a lot of Starburst on the hill.
Mhm.
Jolly Ranchers. There are these Dutch cookies called Pepernoten. I would have those a lot. Again, wouldn't really be impacted by the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate. Really, just snack your way through the day.
Yeah.
And then find the microwave in the lodge, and do something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Great plan. How cold does it get
Oof.
on those hills?
It'll get. I mean, if it's bad, the negatives, but rarely. I would say, because you're not really skiing when it's that cold outside. But I would say 10 degrees, 10, 15 is bad. But what really gets you like here is the wind.
Yeah.
If that wind picks up and it's picking up snow too, and it's whipping your face, oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How I'm assuming you use goggles, but like, what's your setup? Like, how covered is your face when you're going down?
I like to wear like a neck gaiter.
Classic.
A necky. I just generally would pull it up because I like to I just like to kind of chew on it and stuff. I just like the feeling of it, even if I didn't need it. So I'd go that, and then my helmet, and then my goggles. So really, just my nose was poking out most of the time.
Just so you could smell your way down the mountain in case you got lost,
yes.
in case your vision was impaired. You have a backup.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. When is the last time you've gone skiing?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it was last year. I went up one day with my sister.
Nice.
And the snow was pretty terrible, but it was still fun. It was still a good time.
Do you have plans to go skiing next? And if not, if so, like what is something you hope to go back to about skiing? What is something that like excites you that you're like, oh, I wish I could do this right now?
I definitely plan to go skiing again. It's been
It'd be awesome if this is when you announce your retirement from skiing.
Yeah.
You're like, I do not plan on ever doing this again. I love doing it, but it's over for me.
No, upon further consideration. No, I will definitely. I hope to ski again. Probably next winter because Colorado's been getting some pretty terrible snow this year, so I doubt I'll be able to go at any point now. But I would really love to. There's some moments when you ski in those treed runs that I was talking about, where you really get out of the wind, and you're just kind of in this like, you know, it opens up and you're in this kind of open forest of just snow, and it's real quiet because the snow dampens all the sound. And I'd like to get back there just to hang out in the kind of the trees in a ski area at some point. Yeah, the serenity of those, especially if it's a little cloudy. It's nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Or if there's some sort of ski delivery service, then I would do that.
Like they bring you skis?
Yes.
And a place to ski?
Yeah.
You think that's a good business model? You should really get on that. That would be huge.
I would. I'm just not great at business.
Oh,
yeah.
I
I'm not much of a
understand.
businessman.
You're an ideas guy.
Yeah, ideas. I like to consume too.
Yeah.
I'm a consumer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You're not really, you're here to, you would take full advantage of that business.
Yes.
But you're not necessarily the guy to put it out there.
Probably not. No.
I get that.
Yeah. I don't put out the product, but I indulge in it.
Of course. Now, skiing is sort of, it's a certain way of doing things. There are alternate methods of snow, ice, winter transportation.
Sure.
And I just want to ask you about some of these, your experience, maybe thoughts, opinions. Are you familiar with snowboarding?
Yeah. I've met a couple knuckle draggers in my time on the hill.
How do you feel about that? Practice that form of travel.
I mean, listen, to each their own, and if your own is a way stupider option, then that's fine. But I personally would not ride a snowboard. I think I will say this about it. I have a lot of friends who skateboard, and I've heard the transition from skateboard to snowboard is relatively 1-to-1 in terms of the turning and especially for tricks and stuff. So I understand it for that. But I've had friends and family get hit by snowboarders more times than I can count.
Really?
Yes, specifically snowboarders, because there's a stereotype that is always upheld when I go skiing that snowboarders go super fast and just point their board down the mountain and have a lot of trouble shutting their speed down quickly. And from what I understand about snowboarding, it is just harder to control your speed.
Because you can't pizza snowboard.
Exactly. So you just need to be a little bit better at snowboarding, and I think most people are not better at snowboarding. But I've heard it's great in powder or blah, 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 or whatever. But
Sure. You've never done it on the record.
I have not ever
Okay.
snowboarded.
That's good.
Yes.
Just we were saying it here loud. The public knows.
Yeah.
It's not anything you've ever done.
I'll try it. I mean, know thy enemy, but
Sure.
I don't plan on sticking to it.
Okay. Is it generally just that like lack of control thing that makes it mostly different?
Yeah. Yeah, you just, like you said, you can't pizza in the same way.
Pizza snowboard. You also don't have poles either.
Yeah, you don't have poles. I would say, I mean, it seems to me that it would be just inherently a little bit harder to balance on a snowboard, just because of how it's set up. And I think because a big part of skiing is knowing how, because most collisions and accidents happen kind of like they do in traffic where someone cuts you off or gets in front of you. So you need to know how to shut down your speed really fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a little bit harder to do on a snowboard. Just
Right.
for some reason because of how it's set up.
Yeah. Have there been movements or efforts to make snowboards safer? Or do we just live in an unregulated world?
Some mountains don't allow snowboarders.
Really?
So I suppose that effort is taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shout out Alta in Utah. They don't allow snowboarders.
Wait. What a wonderful place.
For that reason.
The promised land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess my only idea for how to make a snowboard safer would just be to like cut it in half, and then you could face
like sort of-
forward.
Yeah, and like have like one thing attached to each foot.
Yes.
Sort of, and then you can like just go sort of straight down.
Mhm.
That's a good idea. You've got to, if only you had that business,
know.
that
If I was
business
the
edge.
business guy.
Yeah. Oh, you could market all of this.
Ugh.
These ideas are great.
Maybe in my next life.
Next life, yeah. You'll have business, and then your business will get you insurance, and then life will be good. Wow. Now, have you ever dabbled in the world of ice skating? Seems
Yes.
tangential to skiing, except it's a lot flatter. You still have something on each of your feet, but you're on ice, not snow.
Yes. That's a good, well put. It is tangential. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I have dabbled. I've gone ice skating a few times. You have to do that, a similar motion in skiing when you're going across flat ground. You want to generate speed, that kind of like pushing your feet out to the sides. I keep forgetting y'all can't see me, but I'm moving my hands out to the sides.
Yeah, audio listeners, it's very visually descriptive. Like I get exactly what he's saying. So,
yeah, you might just want to look up a video of ice skating.
Yeah, look up ice skating on. There's a video sharing website called YouTube that's been really useful for me.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I just got on using that.
It's cool.
It is.
It's really
and they
cool.
have a built-in search option, which I love.
Yeah, so all you need to do is click on it'll say like search. It's usually at the top of the page, and you can just put in ice skating. It'll just give you a bunch of videos of that happening.
And it's like infinite of them.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you guys getting these?
Right? Check it out in your free time.
Yes.
You're gonna want a lot of free time though, because there's so much stuff on there.
Yeah, you might want a YouTube day.
Yeah. If there was a YouTube day.
National YouTube Day.
Yeah, they cancel school and we get to watch YouTube.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
One day.
Yeah, one day. When I rule the world, you know.
Yeah. I'd vote for you for king of the world.
Hey, I'd vote for you too.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in kings, so maybe you'd have to change
neither.
it, you know. World man or just something.
Yeah,
like
man
that.
of the world, friend of all.
Yeah. Yeah, like
helper.
a Gandhi kind of figure.
Sure. Yeah.
You could become that via nomination.
Yeah, I think Gandhi was nominated.
Yeah, by some, Peace
We're
Party or whatever.
We're all nominated in some way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're here. Anyways.
But
you went ice skating once.
Yes, I've been ice skating, and it is similar to skiing. You don't get that joy of obviously going downhill. Gravity is not.
It'll never help you in ice skating.
No.
Gravity's your enemy in ice skating. I will say
it is very much your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's fun with some hot chocolate.
Oh,
yes.
Those winter aesthetics.
I know they're really hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't think it's actually. Well, maybe I'll take it. I've only done it as a date one time, but I see it in movies as a date all the time, and I don't really know if it's the best first date.
Well, first date also difficult because here's the thing: ice skating is very personal and very embarrassing.
Yes,
unless you are good at it.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who are good at ice skating, and okay, let's say this: every scenario this works out. The only way this works really well is either both people are good at ice skating, it's a thing they do, and they have fun doing it, or both people are equally bad at ice skating and are okay looking stupid in front of each other.
Agree.
That is fun. However, any sort of mismatch of any of those combinations...
Just going to make the other person feel
somebody's going to feel bad, or somebody's not going to have fun.
Exactly. You're going to look like a show-off.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, the person I'm with is so good at this.
Right.
I feel like a fool.
Did they bring me ice skating just so they could,
mm-hmm.
skate laps around me?
Yeah. And now I'm embarrassed.
Exactly.
And now I don't feel like I'm worthy of your love because you're so much better than me at everything. And it's like, what?
And then we're already like, it's done there.
Yeah. That's that's probably the most breakups that ever happened on a date.
Is ice skating skill mismatch?
Yeah. I need to work at an ice skating rink just to
watch
witness
that happen.
That. Yeah.
Oh, the angry skate return. Oh gosh.
Yeah. No, the walk. Well, because you can't storm off. You got to storm off to me.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, what size was that? Okay, what you got? Okay, you're number 2. Okay, and you like Febreze the skates. It's like I'll be right back. And you give it, these aren't your shoes. Okay, let me.
And you're not getting your snow pants back.
Yeah. It's like, no. Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. Skiing again. I think skiing could be a similar scenario. However, skiing. Do people go on ski dates? In your experience, have you seen it happen?
I've never been on a ski date personally, but I have.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
You could be
You could be the first.
You could be the first.
You could be the first. And likely the last. I have a feeling that it would be similar to the ice skating.
Yeah.
program.
So only reach out if you're really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Only reach out if you consistently finish last in all of your races.
Or you're very humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're willing to
Yeah.
be kind and to open
Yeah.
yourself
Mm-hmm.
to new experiences.
Or if you want to pay me too, but then it wouldn't be a date.
Yeah, that'd be a different thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
I digress. I have heard of ski dates. I've had friends go on them.
Yeah.
But generally, those were kids who were skiing in the park, which is like tricks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's time where you're waiting at the top to like go do your run of the jump or whatever like that. So there's a little more like lag time where you could hang out and talk to somebody, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Aiden, it is approaching the final moments of our episode. Thank you so much.
It flew
for
by.
being on. I know. It was like we were heading downhill really
Beat me
quickly.
to it.
Yep. Great minds see alike.
Oh, God, you're good.
That's going to catch on. Just
Uh-huh.
you wait. Thank you so much for being here. Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything you'd like to plug? Anything you'd like to say about skiing or life or otherwise?
I would tell everyone to go try skiing, but I think you're probably going to, if you haven't tried, I think your first time's probably going to suck, kind of like Peyton. Like, I think it's going to be scary and you won't have a lot of fun. So if you I will say this, if you live near a mountain, ski mountain, give it a few chances. Rent some gear for the season and try and get yourself to go up there because it is pretty magical. And go in the trees. Yeah. Go out in nature when it's snowing.
That's the real deepest truth of this.
It's go out in nature when it's snowing. That's the best part.
And I will say, I had a terrible first time skiing. I got hurt. I'm better now, and I'm ready to love again. Get that out of the way. Get that heartbreak out of the way so that your heart can heal stronger.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe you'll find your new passion.
Your passion project. That was great. That chills.
Gosh.
Chills. Well, Aiden, thank you so much. We really nailed that. How do you what do you do when you end a ski run also? Because the only way I've ever ended a ski run is running into a human person. So like, how do we're ending the show, we're ending the ski run. How does that work?
Well, if you're having a great day, you just hop back in line and go for your next one.
Well, what do you say we do another show then?
Let's do it. Back to back?
Back to back. Yeah, let me just play this little let me play us out really quick so we can reset. But we'll definitely be back in 5 minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't you even worry.
I'll see you guys then. Hopefully nothing bad happens to me in that 5 minutes.
Nope. I don't think anything will.
No, surely not.
Not at all. Anyways, listeners, we'll be back next week with another guest, another good time, another freaking great time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. Stay magical. Stay cool. Nice. We did it.